Yeah, I got interviewed the other week. You might have seen a couple of the clips getting about, or at least one of the clips that I'm aware of, by a guy called Bilal. He goes by BilalDoesNotCare. You can find him on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. At least he might be on Facebook and elsewhere. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't actually looked, but you can look. I'll put his Instagram, his TikTok handles underneath, and his YouTube handle underneath in the description. So go and give him a follow. Go and watch the clip. Share his clips about. He was a nice guy. He's one of Jimmy's mates from Truth Seeking. That's why I agreed to do the interview. Really, I don't normally. It's not that I don't normally. Most of the time I can't be arsed or I'm too busy. But I figured I'd do it. It was fun. That's the thing. It was really fun because he asked fucking mental questions, and I've kept most of the interview in. I've gotten rid of like maybe where we've had to say something once or twice, or when the light went off and bits like that. You can watch the video version of it on my Patreon. You can also, as far as I'm aware, he's putting out a version on YouTube. It may be out now. It may not be. It may be out in the future. It's coming out at some point. So you can go and watch it there. I'm not going to put it out. I'm not going to put the video version out on my YouTube or out like that because I don't want to step on his toes. He wants the views. He travelled, across the country to come and do it. So I'm not going to do that. But I will put it on the Patreon for the Patreon subscribers. He might edit it differently as well. I don't know how he's going to edit it. I imagine he's going to put a lot more effort into it than what I did. I've just trimmed it and made it so it flows in a way that I like. He might do video edits and zoom in on faces and stuff. Fuck knows. But either way, I'm chatting for way too long. There's a new shirt on Fat Pete's Prints if you're interested. It's currently Sunday. I'm about to list a load of new stuff on the website as well, so go and give that a look. And here you go. Here's the interview.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Jack.
And you, bro.
Bilal, nice to meet you, Jack. So, let's get started with the interview then. Number one. So how do you get consent from these animals?
So you write them a little letter first, normally to like the parents of them and that. And you just got to make sure that you haven't already used the parents of them, really.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that can get complicated, because then you got to get in touch with like guardians and things like that. But usually you just get a nice little letter, like you would with a woman, really. Right. You send a letter to the nan, be like, do you mind if I meet your missus? I want to make her my missus. I want to meet her around the back of spoons. And it's just the same.
All right, that makes sense. So, define taxidermy. Like, what do you do and what's the process?
You take the skin off of an animal and you preserve it and then make stuff out of it.
Okay, nice. And how long have you done that for?
About 9 years.
9 years. What was the first experience like?
It was mint meat. I did it with my missus in the back garden. We'd been speaking to my mum, looking at weird shit on eBay, and then we brought it up with her again the next morning. She went out for the day and then came back with this frozen mouse from a pet shop, like snake food. And I was like, they are you fucking weirdos, you do that. So I sat in my mum's back garden, got a little scalpel and that and everything I needed, and then to show off to my missus I took apart a mouse in the back garden. And then even my pet goose came and I had a watching that. I had a goose at the time called Grace. She came over watching. It was nice because you're in the back garden with her, and I was at uni at the time, so I didn't get to spend much time with the goose, so it was nice to have the goose about. My missus didn't really get involved with it properly. She'll help me out here and there, but yeah, it was good.
Nice. You still got the goose?
No, the fox got the goose, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you sell fox-based goods. Was that retribution for what happened to the goose?
It could be. That would be a good way to market it, wouldn't it?
Nice. Have you ever opened up a rodent and found your cock in it?
No, I've not found it in there. Like, it's one of them things that you already know if it's in there or not in it.
I'm with you. So how do you source animals? You said earlier sort of they're frozen.
Yeah, so frozen from pet shops, and then other stuff has become from pest controllers in the past.
Okay.
Otherwise it just gets chucked in a bush.
So what would you turn me into?
Go on, stand up, give us a twirl. You're quite a big lad, innit?
Yeah.
So, how would you feel about being like the top half of you being some form of mini fridge with ice dispenser kind of thing? Maybe something, I'd want to do something with your nose as well, so you can maybe like lever your face upwards like this, maybe hinge, maybe hydraulic hinges, like on a car boot kind of thing.
Like Iron Man, early Iron Man, the first mask.
Yeah, but like really early, like imagine like Steamworks Iron Man or something. So you can open your face up like that, and inside it maybe a couple of shelves, maybe miniatures, like what your nana drink and that.
Yeah, not sure my nan would drink in that. So you'd use my sort of hook nose as a leverage to open up an old car boot, basically.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Why isn't there like a taxidermy market in war zones?
They've got more going on in it, really, and I don't think they're really thinking about decorating the houses that they probably don't have anymore.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but also it's also there's a recycling component to it rather than just sort of burials and stuff. Why not?
Yeah, but have they really got that much there to recycle in terms of that? Like, would they not want to recycle like the copper and that out of the wire first and earn a couple of quid rather than thinking to themselves, you know what? Aunt Beryl's looking fucking pretty nice there. I could have her stuffed, and it's a lot more work in it than just stripping out the wire.
There's a darkness in your eyes and also a charm as well, which is
Thank you.
yeah, man. It's nice. It's inviting, but it's also very brutal as well. I like it, man. It's nice. What's the biggest mammal you do?
Don't know. Never really been into like big women, I wouldn't have said. But don't know, like 5'2".
So, would you skin a Pokemon if they existed?
Happily. So
Really?
happily. Yeah. I'd like to remake them out of actual skin. But yeah, you won't want to look what's inside. Why can this lizard breathe fire? What magical thing's in this monster that makes it transform into a fucking other monster? And then, you know, make it into like a drone or something.
Yeah, that's pretty. What a drones-based sort of chart. What Pokemon would you go for if you had the choice?
Don't know.
You had one Pokemon you could choose from the original 151. What
Yeah.
one would you skin immediately? And what would you make it into?
I mean, an onyx would fuck up your knife, innit? So I'd want something with a good colour to it, good plume. What's got a good plume? Like a good bunch of different colours. Maybe Venonat, you know? That little purple blob one. Yeah, because what I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I reckon you take that apart, you've got a good idea then of what that is.
Yeah, true. There's a real science to it. I didn't realise. If you got yourself taxidermied, what would it be into?
I don't know. I've never really thought about skinning myself, which is probably quite a positive thing, isn't it, really, that I haven't really considered my own death like that.
Yeah.
I'd like my whole body rearranged.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be good to have your arms coming out of where your nipples are, but like dead thin. So you just take loads of strips of arm skin and then sew them back together in like long tentacles coming out of my nipples. They wrap around and go like all sort of like flowy, but with normal sized hands at the end. Rest of the body completely normal.
Yeah.
But maybe like with a worried look on my face. Like I don't know like what's going on kind of a look.
Would you still be alive in this? Would you be?
I'd have been taxidermied in it, so
Completely.
I'd be dead.
Yeah, true. And where would you be kept? Well, where would you ideally want to be kept? Here?
I would imagine it'd be the highest bidder's house, or some like, who's having that in their house? Like a warlord, I would have thought. Or
Yeah,
something.
well, like Genghis Khan, prime Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that'd be mint, wouldn't it? Like, well, what do you want a time machine for? To go back to meet Genghis to sell him my body so he can skin me into a tentacled monster.
Oh, nice, man. Would you agree that taxidermy is the final form of plastic surgery, and that maybe in the future that slags will be preserved in museums and above a fireplace?
I like the idea that when they get dug up, that's all that's there is just the fake teeth and tits.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just turned to mush. But it kind of would be the final form. It'd be nice to like enter that market, become a plastic surgeon.
Right.
That, you know, do you not think?
Yeah.
A lot of transferable skills. You're not dealing with as much hair because you imagine if a woman's about to get a job done, they'll have a little trim for you first.
Right.
Make themselves look nice for the doctor in case they die, I presume.
Yeah.
Would you do that? Would you give yourself a little trim downstairs if you thought there was a doctor who's going to go and mess with your bollocks or something? Maybe get the creases out of them.
Yeah.
Nice little injection in there, smooth them out. Maybe you want a surgery to make it look like you've just got one massive bollock instead of two.
Yeah.
Maybe you're self-conscious of having the pair.
Prefer an onion.
Yeah.
Towards that. That's brilliant. I've never really thought of it like that. So what if you was a plastic surgeon, right? How would you make an animal sexy? For example, a rat. How would you make a rat fuckable?
Well, I don't even know if you have to go plastic surgery. Some fake eyelashes.
Fake eyelashes?
Yeah, a bit of nail paint, I suppose, on there. Maybe you'd want to make it so it could... what's a polite word? What are we posting this on? Everything.
Anything.
We'll go accommodate then. So it could accommodate a gentleman, maybe. Because I imagine it's not going to be particularly nice if it's unaccommodating. Do you know what I mean? Probably remove the bones if you're not going to make it accommodating, so it's at least close, not dangerous.
No, I agree. I've made a quick fire game, Jack.
Yeah.
I'll name stuff and you tell me what you'd turn it into.
Okay.
You ready? So number 1, elephant.
Like a shoulder-mounted launcher, just off its head. It said it'd be like a backpack you wear, like a leaf blower, except it fires out, like sharpened bits of tusk or something.
Number 2, a pony.
Barbecue or smoker, beef smoker or something.
Dot Cotton.
Which one's Dot Cotton?
She's the old woman who died in EastEnders. She used to smoke cigarettes a lot.
Oh. One of them sort of like Art Deco ashtrays, but like her red, and you've just sort of, because I imagine she must have had loose skin. I've never really watched it, but she's got to have had the loose skin so you could bring it round and sort of, like a bird feeder, but for putting out your cigs in. So she can still have one.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
And finally, a child.
A child? What would I make a child into? What sort of child? What's it look like?
Just me, but a baby.
You, but as a baby.
Mm.
Dunno.
Big head.
Big head. I had a big head as well when I was young. Everyone used to constantly remind you about it as well.
Oh, mate, they still do.
Oh, same. What about just a big magnet in your head? Rest of your body's floppy. Maybe like some carpet inside to give it a bit of weight, so you can just like dash it through your kitchen at the freezer when friends come over.
Mate, you're a genius. Your brain works in mysterious ways. I've never seen something work so quickly and accurately in my life. It's like you've almost prepared. Off the top of the dome, man.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, what, a couple of toddlers in there, yeah? Come to daddy. What's your favourite rat of all time? Remy from Ratatouille, Master Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Ali Abdelaziz from the Conor McGregor Files?
I'm not sure who any of the three are. Like, I've never seen Ratatouille, never really got into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I don't know of even of these Files.
You don't know Conor McGregor?
I know Conor McGregor, but what's the Files?
Oh, it's just a bit of a spin on the idea. But basically, during a press conference, he accused Khabib Nurmagomedov's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, for being a terrorist rat.
Oh. And was the allegation upheld? Or?
I believe so, yeah. He was caught with about 12 passports.
Oh,
who's
not had a dozen identities?
Exactly, could have been recycling them.
Much
like you did with the sort of rats.
What's wrong with that? Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What was the question?
Who's your favourite rat of all time? Is the guy, basically Ratatouille's the chef, the guy in the hat.
Oh.
The second one's just a super rat that trains fucking
turtles.
Yeah, mutant. And he taught them how to fight, which is nice. In a sewer.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one then, yeah.
Yeah, the trainer?
Yeah.
Sensei? Sort of vibe? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
What animals got the best testicles?
Rats. Rats have proportionally the largest testicles of any creature.
Do they? You prefer size over sort of the feel, the smoothness? You prefer, is that what you value?
No, I value that it's a good bit of trivia.
Right.
I love a bit of trivia.
Okay,
it feels like a pub quiz answer, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It's a nice thing to know.
That's
like if
crazy.
you was to scale a rat up to the size of a whale down to the size of a rat, its testicles wouldn't be the same size as a rat's testicles.
Wow.
Which I think is pretty cool.
So in terms of the cum shot, how big is a rat's typical? How much are they?
Oh, I never let them finish.
Never.
No, selfish.
That's brutal. That's brutal and brilliant. What rodents feel best from the inside? You know, when you've just skinned them.
From the inside.
Texture.
They're all much of a much, I'd say. They're all very much the same. The nicest fur is a mole fur. The nicest smelling's a mole. Mole meat smells like it would be well nice.
And what does it taste like?
Didn't try it.
Oh.
But the skull on him, the teeth on a mole meat. I implore's a posh word, but I implore anyone watching to look up the skull of a mole, mate, the teeth of a mole. If they were the size of a dog, we wouldn't have them in the house. They look mental.
Do they? Vicious.
Yeah, they look it, yeah. I think there's a reason we keep them under the floor.
Yeah. How would you describe the smell of your fingers after a day at work?
Heaven.
Heavy.
Heaven.
Heaven.
Yeah. It means you've worked hard, innit?
Yeah, mate. You know in Pokemon they have rare, legendary or shiny Pokemon. What's a legendary real-world catch to you? Would it be like a Chernobyl dog with 2 heads?
What, one of them ones that resist cancer?
Yeah, or the radiation, you know, in the war zone. Did you see a documentary, the three-headed fish and stuff, straight outside of Chernobyl?
No. I knew that there was dogs in Chernobyl apparently that can't get cancer now.
Oh, wow.
And I was reading something online, which I don't know if I trust, that they were trying to inject bits of that dog into people. Don't know who they were, but or if it's even true. It sounds cool though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Let's inject bits of dog into people. What, you're feeling a bit ill, are you, love? Have a bit of fucking...
yeah, got a bit of alopecia.
Yeah.
Pop that in, yeah. Does work ever spill into day-to-day life? Like, are you ever making love to a girl and then you dip her in sodium borate and turn her tits into a stove?
No, I never mixed them two worlds, no.
No?
No. But it has sort of ruined going to farms and petting zoos and zoos, because you do end up looking at bits like, you've asked me questions here and I've answered you pretty quick on them. I'm just looking at them thinking, oh, you would look fucking cool as a bedside cabinet, or, you know.
Yeah. Your brain just, because you've done it for so long, your brain works automatically, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I reckon I could do this and this with that. Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Does that ruin wildlife for you and wildlife documentaries because you're thinking about it tactically? You know?
Somewhat. A bit. Don't know if it ruins the documentaries, but like wildlife as such, because you look at stuff like something really nice goes past you and you think, oh, I've never seen one of them before and I'll never get to skin one.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
Melancholy, but it's beautiful. Okay. You strike me as, obviously you hang around with Jimmy as well, but you strike me as a...
we've never hung around.
Oh, fuck, yes, it's online. Shit. Jimmy Budd.
Listen to Truth Seeking. I don't know if you're
Truth Seeking. Yeah, we could do that. Truth Seeking. Obviously, I've got 1,400 followers, so I don't know you're going to get much out of me, but I'll definitely put it in there. Imagine you did. That'd be good.
Yeah.
You strike me as a stoner. Are you?
Used to be.
Used to be. Okay, so you used to smoke weed. So you're used to skinning up joints and roadkill then, would you say?
Maybe that's why I'm good with my fingertips, I guess.
Right.
I wouldn't want to do this in the wind, though. Well, actually, this would probably be easier in the wind than skinning up, I would have thought.
You reckon?
Yeah. The wind's not really moving a rat around. It's not like you've got to hold the rat and all of its insides are going to get blown out by the wind.
Exactly. Actually, fair enough. I've never thought about that. Fair enough. You ever run out of like rolling papers and just use a beaver's forearm pelt instead when you were smoking?
No. But yeah, I imagine the little scales off its tail, if you could get them, shave them down thin enough, I bet they would make a reasonably good burnable paper.
You think so?
I've never tried, but
no?
You could, maybe. This is the most prepared anyone's ever come to do anything with me, by the way. Having a clipboard and what looks like 30-odd questions is fucking great work, bro.
Do you know why? Because a lot of them probably are going to be shit, my questions. So it's about editing them afterwards to see which ones are my questions, not your answers. But so if I do 30 or 40, I know, okay, maybe like 5 or 6 might be really good. And then, you know, that's how I'm like a machine gun more than a sort of a sniper.
Yeah, something's going to hit.
Something's going to hit, hopefully, ideally, multiple times. And we'll see how it goes. But thank you. Question number 20. Have any of these animals ever sought retribution for what you did to their family?
As a ghost?
No. So you've sort of turned a fox into a fucking catcher's mitt. Yeah. Have you ever thought that their sort of ex-wife may want to come back for retribution? Let's put it this way. When you walk through a forest, do you go with security?
It would be nice to. I don't make enough to afford the security detail for it. I just stay out of the woods and just stay at home. Foxes can't do latches on doors, innit? A fox ain't getting past a Yale lock, bro.
No. What is?
Hopefully no one.
They say Dorset is the least densely populated county in England. Do you think that's because you refurbished a rat's scrotum into a pencil sharpener?
I'd like to think so. It would keep people away. If that's what keeps people away.
Yeah.
I mean, it would keep property values up, I would have thought, wouldn't it? Because people would be like, oh, that's no good for me. I'm still living in a 1-bedroom flat that I rent, so if anything, I've made a rod for my own back. Yeah. Probably never going to move out of that mould-filled flat, but...
So what can fans expect next from you? What, rats, condoms, hamster fleshlight, moose knuckle groin guards for female MMA fighters, maybe for Harvey Weinstein's assistants as well? Or maybe like a scrotum or arsehole face mask?
The scrotum face mask would be pretty cool.
You think?
Yeah.
What about a moose knuckle groin guard for girls in MMA?
That would be quite good. I imagine though, because of the is it called cutilus, the stuff that makes the nail, the hoof. I still think if you kick him, I reckon that's going to do more harm if you get a good shin in there.
Right.
But he'd probably fuck up the shin and all. I would have thought it'd be quite hard.
You think a moose knuckle's harder than the human shin, you reckon? Possibly. It's
I would have
keratin,
thought
you're
so.
right. You're talking about.
Because these, no, the MMA girls, moose knuckle, because they work out, innit?
Oh, you think MMA's woman's moose knuckle's conditioned to the point it would damage the moose knuckle that's protecting the poon?
Split it.
Ah.
You don't think?
I don't know, man. I don't know the conditioning. I don't know there's puss conditioning like that. You think?
I don't know, some of them have got to be able to maybe rip a moose's hoof off. You would have thought.
Yeah, with a good clamp. Imagine the PSI on that. Do you reckon there's a gang of mice that have put cheese on your head?
I like the idea of it. I like the idea that they're all flipping little coins like that as well, with little toothpicks in the mouth.
So you're in a job now which can lead to like dismemberment, death, a lot of irritation. What's made you sign up to do a podcast with a Geordie?
I just like to sort of torture myself, innit? It's fun. It's fun to have to listen to that sort of accent, and be like, once a week. Because I enjoy every other aspect of my life, innit? So it's like, well, why not,
Bit of pain so you could atone for...
Yeah, atonement,
sins. Yeah. A lot of taxidermy uses roadkill. Yes. Would you use Vin Diesel after the next Fast and Furious movie?
Or is he cited to be popped off, is he, after this one?
He can't live forever.
No. He looks like he might be able to, though. He kind of looks like he would be a bit like, I'm just going to peel off this now and I'm going to go and live as a slightly smaller, bald guy.
Or like a Russian doll.
But imagine if that's what all the muscle is, though. He's just got hair like fucking Rasputin underneath the skin. And then underneath he's just some proper like skinny, scrawny guy like me, but with fucking loads of matted hair wrapped around his body to make himself look bigger. And he's like, and that's why he can get about. Because I've walked all over the place, me, and I've never noticed Vin Diesel about. Have you?
No.
Maybe he's in a costume, bro.
Yeah, and he's putting that many miles in. You've probably, statistically speaking,
probably drove past him. Yeah. You got to have driven past him at some point. He's always in them cars, mate.
He's addicted. Under UK law, you can taxidermy any pet with permission from its owner, Jack. So a pet, by the way, is defined as any domesticated or captive vertebrate. So, why are you fucking around with wildlife when you could skin a slave?
Don't know if you'd call a slave a pet. And a slave's got a purpose as well, innit?
Captive vertebrate, though. Anything with a vertebrate that's captive.
That's a great way of looking at that law. That's a really good way of getting around that weird human remains law that I've read about. Where, like, I think, hopefully no one's going to quote me on this, but the human remains thing's like 100 years old, but it's not clear if the person had to be 100 years old or if the remains have to be 100 years old. So that might be a nice, clever way for...
For what?
Nice little loophole.
To do what?
I think it's if you wanted to sell someone's hand or something. I don't really know. I've never dabbled in human remains and that. It doesn't interest me at all.
No?
But, nah. But that's probably why I've never tried to skin a slave. I don't know where you'd find one either. No. I don't move around in them sort of circles. Don't have the money for it either. Imagine you've either got to be quite wealthy to have a slave, quite conniving, or quite strong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've either got to trick them or grab them if you can't afford them.
Yeah, and who can grab them for that long?
That's what the chain and
That'd
shackled
be a full-time
before,
job.
innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Shackles.
Shackle them. That's, to be fair.
Like one of them Breaking Bad setups, bro. The
with
thing
the
in
pole.
the ceiling.
Oh, yes.
Where they chain them up.
Like a car wash thing, basically. No, bumper cars, basically. Stick them to the...
Yeah, but without the electricity running through, because otherwise you've just got to keep bringing people in, and then you've got to think to yourself, at some point here, maybe I need to turn the electric off because I'm just bringing people to fry them on this ground. No. And then just smashing the bodies off of each other.
Yeah.
Giggling like a little kid.
Yeah. Velcro.
It would be mint though if you were wealthy, a bunch of people, captives, loads of people, like you charge kids £2 to get on the shoulders of these captives, and then you make them all run and headbutt each other like dinosaurs or something.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. We should do that.
Like piggyback jousting.
The World Around Ewe. Am I saying that correct?
You.
The World Around Ewe. Why don't you do that as a sponsored event? Just get all your fans and enslave them. Yeah. I guarantee out of all your fans, right, statistically, you got 100 and something thousand followers. One of them would be open for you to taxidermy a part of their body or enslave them as a pet. I guarantee you.
You're probably right. It's not an option. Just dead down the camera to the one person that is considering that. Not interested. Just, you know.
What if there was cash prize at the end of it?
For who? For me?
Yeah. They buy it. They bid to get taxidermied.
They bid to get taxidermied.
Yeah. How much would it cost for you to consider getting a slave and taxidermying one of your fans?
Because you get nicked for that, wouldn't you?
Not if it's consensual.
No, I don't think consent would matter there. I think someone somewhere is much smarter than me or you. Well, definitely smarter than me. You seem smarter than me, but I think someone would be like, I think we can get him for this. Yeah. And that, at the end of the day, is that not what they want?
Who are the they? You've mentioned they before.
I'm not sure.
But I feel like they does exist.
I worry about them though.
Do you have like? Is there someone after you? Do you have beef with? I asked with animals before, but is there another force out there that is opposing you? Do you feel?
Are you trying to like play to my paranoia? Don't know. Not that I know of. People used to say mad shit about me online about the taxidermy and that. Used to get, some people would take screenshots and then make lies, which was weird. And then you'd be like, this isn't true. And they're like, how do you know? You'd be like, I'm literally the guy in the picture. And then they just delete it.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you've heard? You're like, what the hell?
Well, the weirdest thing was a death threat that I got off an old lady. I've had lots of death threats.
An old lady?
Yeah. I used to use Facebook groups to post stuff and share stuff. And I used to get loads of death threats off old women in me messages. Mad ones, like really overly creative.
Go on.
Like hanging me up by meat hooks in the backs of my ankles and then like cutting me. Like sort of like, she got the idea of like death by 1,000 cuts, but made it feel like I was going through that by reading the like 4 paragraphs she sent to describe it.
Multiple cuts. Did you get back? Could you get her up? Is there any chance we could get her up?
I wouldn't have thought so. They're from years and years
ago. Was it from years ago? You think that was too long for her?
I don't think she'll be about now. If she's getting that wound up and agitated and angry at her age now, I reckon she's probably gone.
Would you taxidermy an enemy who tried killing you?
Nah, it'd be too obvious, innit?
No, but
like when someone comes knocking on your door and they're like, I've heard you had a problem with him, you nicked. Do you know what I mean? You've got him in the corner like a bear. He's just gonna...
True. But what if it's self-defense? What if legally you was allowed your enemy could be taxidermy? Would you do it?
Don't know.
Because she was willing to cut you 1,000 times.
Yeah, I suppose she was. Don't know. Doubt it.
What would you turn her into?
No money.
What would you turn the pensioner into?
It'd be nice to make her into loads of little wallets for bus passes, like the irony. Do you know what I mean? Of little bus. What are they called? You know, for bus tickets, the bus passes for the elderly.
The pouch.
Loads of different ones of them.
Why is that? From the loose skin?
Yeah, because you get loads out of it, wouldn't you? Little coin bags as well. For the bus fare. Because she wants to get on the bus before 9:30 in the morning.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Rather than going through such a long process of preservation, right, why not just wrap them in cling film and stick them in the fridge?
Because they'd turn. And then I think when you try to sharpen the pencil in the rat's arsehole without the pencil sharpener in there, you're just going to end up with a blunt and shit-covered pencil.
Yeah. Blunt. What's blunt?
Blunt.
Blunt. Oh, I thought you said plunt.
I might have done. I meant blunt, though.
Perfect. That's pretty much it, man.
There you go. It was all right, wasn't it? I think it was good. It's nice to get interviewed by people like that. It's nice when they ask daft questions. Remember to go and ask me Mrs. Daft questions on her Vinted, eBay and Etsy, because it gives us easy content we can do for cute vintages. Go and give cute vintages a follow. Find fat peeped prints on Etsy as well if you want some of my shirts like the old lady sucking a duck. I just done a carrot and a sausage about to have a boxing match poster for a shirt. That was a pretty good one. Very daft, took me ages. Give that a look. I've managed to reduce the cost on them as well, so you can get them a bit cheaper now. They work out it's approximately £15 now plus postage rather than around 20 quid with postage. So I think that's quite good. Quite happy with that. Also, join the Patreon if you haven't already, unless you're listening to this on Patreon. You get the regular feed on Patreon, plus loads and loads of bonus content on there. There's, I don't know, like more than 400 exclusive shows now on there. So give that a go, £3 a month. And, maybe find a way to play all of the podcasts while you're out the house so we can climb up the charts. That'd be nice. Go and give Truth Seeking a listen as well. You heard it referenced a couple times in this. That's my other podcast, TROOF.